welcome to another MGL Mix video, gamers. It's me, Respawn Roscoe, and it's been one hell of a 2014. Here's our look back at a year of My Games Lounge. Loads of massive games with highs, lows, and a lot of, well, almosts. Plus, a look forward to 2015, where gaming is heading, and just exactly what to expect from the new year. First, My Games Lounge enjoyed its first full year with an ever-expanding community of gamers. But for a month's outage in June, we've brought you the best coverage we possibly could, and that will only get better in 2015, with an updated site layout in January, along with a new MGL podcast coming along with it. Stay on mygameslounge.com for more updates. 2014 saw the year of the next generation consoles fighting out for position, only for the consistent approach of the PlayStation 4 to beat the backtracking Xbox One. Even a distinct lack of overly impressive exclusives apart from The Last of Us did not stop the PlayStation 4 outperforming its rival, and with the big guns ready to hit in 2015, everything's looking pretty great for Sony. The celebration of the 20th anniversary of PlayStation with the much enjoyed PlayStation experience has laid the foundations for a good 2015. The Order 1886, Bloodborne, Until Dawn, and of course the return of Nathan Drake in Uncharted on the PlayStation 4. Well, owners of the console are going to be very happy going forward indeed. But it's not how you start, but it's how you end in this game. And Xbox just had its best month back in November, outselling its rival for the first time and picking up steam from the very, very cool Sunset Overdrive, Xbox favourite Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, one of the best Call of Duties in a long time that got an 8.8 from our official review. Plus then, they had the epic Master Chief Collection from the Halo games. It showed their own history in the gaming industry, which has certainly helped their sales and has got the console going back the right way towards next year. But with Dragon Age Inquisition and Far Cry 4 aside, both consoles really showed they came out too early. The biggest winners from all this has been the PC and Nintendo gamers, who had the best experience overall this year. But the two biggest games on the next gen consoles, well, they were the same as last year, The Last of Us and GTA 5, both re-releasing and both being the must-have games of the year. Very few games in 2014 got to the quality of what we saw last year. Destiny came out with a massive marketing budget and a lot of expectations, and while being a good game that we enjoyed, it did fail to live up to a lot of its expectations as the next generation of shooters. Then there was Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, a game that got a good review from My Games Lounge, but ultimately just lacked a little bit of something in the story, and this followed the pattern throughout the year. There were a lot of nearly games that almost did something special, but when in fact you look at it, nothing defined any genres once again, and yes, there were some good, even great games, but there were no instant classics or anything that really stood out as something extra special, Dragon Age Inquisition aside. The Game Awards, however, was a big step forward. From the poor and unfunny VGX Awards we came in last year with, there was a new and interesting show that went down well with gamers and the industry on the whole. Guest appearances from Keith Sutherland, Hideo Kojima, and Sierra creators Roberta and Ken Williams really set the tone for a new look awards show, and it was certainly welcomed. Dragon Age Inquisition was the deserved winner of the Game of the Year award, and re-releases could have pushed it even further, but it was good to see such a good quality game win. It was surprising that Far Cry 4, that won the Best Shooter award, despite more traditional competition, was not also included in the Game of the Year category, as we feel it pushed it as close as any other game this year, but Dragon Age was certainly a worthy winner. It's now during this time we start to look forward, and there's a few games that already have us excited, mainly due to the fact they are next gen only and not limited by the need to run on the last generation machines. Batman Arkham Knight is one of these, and it continues to impress with the addition of the Batmobile. It has some fantastic looking gameplay already, and the addition of the Batmobile is going to be something that really does flip the series around. Dying Light is another game that has us impressed and had to cancel the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 version of the game due to the technical constraints that they provided. We're looking forward to this one, and there's no better way to start 2015 than smashing in some zombie brains with an electrified axe. It looks highly impressive, and following our exclusive interview with the guys at Techland, we're looking forward to reviewing this one for you as close to the release date at the end of January as possible. But there are some games that just stand out above the rest so far for 2015. The Witcher 3 looks the most amazing of the ones I've seen. The latest trailer came only days before the game was announced as being delayed once again, but this is to do with testing purposes and to get rid of the game's bugs, something that some games developers really should start doing more of. We approve of this method, and we hope that CD Projekt Red come out with a game that we all hope it will be, and it's certainly going to be worth the extra few weeks of waiting. Then there's No Man's Sky, the ambitious work of Hello Games. They're making one of the most impressive concepts we've ever seen, and not just in the indie games world, but in all gaming ever. A shared infinite universe for anyone to explore, with worlds and life that is procedurally generated as you play. Sean, we've just got one request. Please, please let us play it now. Being an exclusive for the PlayStation 4 and console, as well as being able to be played on PC, this is a massive pull for Sony in the console wars going forward. Adding to that the announcement that Street Fighter V is also going to be a PlayStation 4 console exclusive, as well as being able to be played on PC, they've got two massive third-party catches right there. Uncharted 4 also looked very impressive from the PlayStation experience and seemed to take more than a hint of The Last of Us in the gameplay, while maintaining that action movie feel. Xbox, however, have some really cool games coming out too. Tomb Raider is their answer to Uncharted, and it's a pretty goddamn good one if you ask us. The reboot of Lara Croft was outstanding, and one of the best games of last year. Rise of the Tomb Raider will certainly be a console seller for the Xbox. With Quantum Break, Fable Legends, Crackdown, and of course Halo 5 Guardians to look forward to, the console war is about to hot up even further in 2015. We're looking forward to a big year, and we welcome all gamers onto My Games Lounge for daily updates, reviews, special blogs, and more fantastic interviews like the ones we've had with the Alien Isolation creators, Creative Assembly, and CD Projekt Red on The Witcher 3. Join the gamers and get involved with My Games Lounge. Remember, we're ready for a fantastic 2015 with a brand new looking site as soon as you come back in the new year. This is a big happy new year from me, Respawn Roscoe, and all the editors and guys behind the scenes at mygameslounge.com. Get involved with us going forward in 2015, and you'll have one of the best experiences in gaming on the internet you can get without actually playing. It's mygameslounge.com.